make you feel better?
Yeah.
You look great.
Yeah?
Yeah. Why don't you look through that stuff? If there's any questions, let me know. You look through this stuff?
Yeah, I did look through it.
Okay. No question.
What's that? That cable.
Oh, it's another cable, a backup cable. For the power
How do you do this, Laura? Like,
Yeah.
how does the music go over your... So you can put the music on now, or
The music on now. I'm going to play the music live.
you can play the music live?
Yeah, right? I'm playing the music live. Yeah. Play music what?
No,
No?
never.
No.
I was going to say, you're not going to play it live?
How am I doing? Oh, yeah.
This is wild.
I think they're all going to go surfing.
I picked the wrong day to start sniffing glue.
Are you an alien?
Huh?
Are you an alien?
That's my thing.
Yeah, sound and this stuff.
Yeah, I think what I will do is when you talk, I turn on this mic.
Okay.
If you play, I think it's better to
Yeah.
let this pick it up.
Okay.
And we'd like to start off. When did you start playing guitar?
When I was 9 years old.
And how did you get inspired?
I think I was always inspired. Expired. I think I was always inspired. I used to strum a broom to songs I hear on the radio. I heard on the radio.
Any particular guitar player you liked at the time?
Nope. Not when I first started. Didn't know the difference. Actually, really didn't know the difference between bass and guitar.
Wow. Sound is very important. How did you develop your own sound?
Practice and frustration at trying to get other people's sounds to the point I gave up and tried to recreate the sounds I heard in my head.
And what kind of sound effects are you using now?
Basically a preamp to alter the tone between a nice clean sound and a crunchy sound. And I like delays so that if you hit a note, it comes back. And chorus to get like a nice wavering sound of two notes. One is slightly out of tune with the other one. So they kind of wave, the sound wavers against each other. reverb here and there. And I use some harmony sounds to get bizarre sounds. These harmonies.
What companies are endorsing you?
Ibanez Guitars.
What kind of guitar is this?
This is a 540S, and
Why
not
this one?
why this one?
Yeah.
Because it's purple. I like this guitar. I have a couple of other type Ibanez guitars. I have my first original guitar that I got, I think back in 1878, which is a Ibanez Les Paul copy when they were making copies of other people's guitars. And that was the first real guitar I ever got.
How many guitars do you have?
I have a few. I have 2 acoustics, and I have about 5 electrics that I really like that I use, and I have a few more that I don't really play that much.
You have about 3 bands now I know of.
3
The
bands?
solo, the instrumental, and
That's
the
it?
vocals.
No vocals.
No more?
No vocals right now.
What happened?
I don't know. I guess it's
Not you?
no. I guess it's just not working out right now.
You're on a label? You have some
Yes, Guitar Player Records. It's a new record label, and that's run by the people at Guitar Player Magazine.
And distributed by?
A company called IMPS in New Hampshire, right here in the US of A.
Who are some of these celebrities who played on the record, video, or live?
On the record is a guy named, the drums are Alex Alexander, Jimmy Jackson, and Eve Gerard. On the bass, it's Skylar Deal and Mark Epstein, and Dennis St. James.
And in the video, you've appeared in some videos, I know.
With other people, I've played with Rick Ocasek and Billy Squire, and I haven't done a video with Tracy Chapman, but I've played with Tracy Chapman on the road for 6 months.
You were touring Spain a long time ago.
Yes, with Miguel Bosé, a Spanish-Italian singer.
Is there any touring coming up now?
Only my tours.
Your own tours? You've done an educational video, you said. What was that about?
Basically just explaining to people what styles I like to play in, again, what sounds I like to use, and what scales I like to use and stuff like that. Different approaches to soloing.
How do you see and describe the New York City rock scene?
I think it's coming back. I think 4 or 5 years ago it was a lot of fun, and then for a while it got to be a little weird. I think clubs are starting to open up again, and there's a lot of good bands out there now. And I think it's going to be an exciting summer.
What would you like to see improve or changed in the rock scene?
I think that promoters would do better if they coordinated the bands to go better together. I think putting a thrash band on after a country band is only going to send one group of people out as another group of people are coming in. I'd like to see a night where the club stays packed the whole night and everybody wants to see all 3 bands or all 4 bands. I also don't think that the 5 bands or 6 bands in one night at the same club is a good idea. But that seems to be a trend here in New York.
Who have been your supporters, your main key supporters so far in your career?
My mom. Throughout my career, my mom. There's a lot of people. A lot of people have helped.
Drop some names.
Drop some names.
People.
All the people I would name, you wouldn't know.
Well, it's not for me.
No, it is really, if I mention some people and don't mention everybody else, it'll be weird. There's been a lot of people have helped.
Yeah. And how do you deal with all the groupies?
What groupies? Bring on the groupies. There are, not that I can remember. Do you see any groupies over here? I don't see any. Ooh.
We have one groupie?
Wait, don't do that. She's married. I mean, if she wants to on there, but you know, the husband coming after me with a shotgun is not a good idea.
I don't think he gets my
You got a distinctive voice. The voice is gonna be on there.
What are your plans now? What's going on in the next 6 months or so?
I'm going to tour. I'm going to do an interesting tour because the first part of the tour, I'm going to tour myself and use a drummer and a bass player rhythm section where I go. I basically have a rhythm section in New Hampshire, Maine, Boston, Massachusetts, Rhode Island area. I have one in Florida. I have one in Texas. I'm going to use a friend of mine's band, Andy Timmons' band, down in Texas. Excuse me, and going to use a band in California also.
So all you need to do is travel by yourself?
Yes.
Isn't that convenient?
It'll be interesting. It'll be
A
interesting.
new experience.
Yeah.
Anything else you may want to talk about? I forgot to ask you as far as endorsement, what you may need to talk about.
I endorse Hughes and Kettner preamplifiers, and they lent me these wonderful light speakers. I also endorse Harkey speakers. And I use Rocktron effects, multi-effect unit, so I can get bizarre sounds like. You can actually watch the thing move if you want to zoom in on it. You can watch it move as I.
And what is it that's moving?
Oh, well, I've destroyed that now. See this little window here?
Yeah.
That's the pitch. As I.
So we are watching the pitch.
Yes.
All right.
You're watching and listening to the pitch.
Well, thank you. Good night.
Thank you.
Play maybe a little song as an outro.
I also endorse the Dario strings. My and the Mazio Pegos, my two original endorsements.
Thank you very much.